Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Y'all, today we are going to craft one of the most beautiful things you'll ever see from wrapping paper. Stay tuned. Do you like this? Well, this is what we're going to be making today. Welcome to my channel. I am so glad that you decided to stop by. And welcome to all of my new friends and to all of my new subscribers. Welcome back to all of my longtime friends and longtime subscribers. Thank you all so much for choosing to be here today, and thank you so much for all of the awesome support that you show to me and my channel each and every day. Y'all, today we're going to take wrapping paper and we're going to make the most exquisite gift bag or paper purse, whatever you want to call it. But I promise you, when you give something in a bag like this, the recipient will love the bag just as much as they love what you put on the inside. So we're making this with wrapping paper and we're going to reinforce it with some solid colored cardstock. I'll give you a closer look in just a minute, but y'all know what time it is? It's time to make it. All right, y'all, so here's today's awesome project. When finished, mine measures 10.5 by 11 by 4 inches deep. Now this is primarily a process video, because you might not need a bag this size, but you need the process. So that's what we're going to focus on. We're going to focus on the process for turning that wrapping paper into a bag like this. And I know that you guys have a lot of wrapping paper because the comments you've been leaving me tell me just that. You're just like me. You have so much wrapping paper. I have tons and tons and tons of wrapping paper. I was always buying wrapping papers from coworkers, kids, for the school fundraisers. If I see a beautiful roll of wrapping paper in the store, I can't resist it. I buy wrapping paper sheets. So I have plenty of wrapping paper. And I know y'all do too, so let's take some time and start using the wrapping paper in ways other than just wrapping a gift. Instead of buying a bag, use the wrapping paper to make a bag. Here's what you're going to need. Here's the black and white striped wrapping paper that I'll be using. You can probably find black and white striped wrapping paper anywhere. So I'm using this wrapping paper, and I have 3 pieces of 12 by 12 red cardstock, and then I have some red scrap. So like I said, this is more of a process video. We will do a little bit of measuring, but not a whole lot. So if you're interested in some of the other wrapping paper videos that I've made, check the description box because I do have a playlist. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and follow my grid line to cut out a piece of this wrapping paper. But if you want to be more exact when you're doing yours, each one of these lines from line to line represents an inch. So you'll know for sure how many inches you are actually cutting off. So I'm going to make today's bag approximately 10 inches wide by 4 inches deep. So I am going to cut this way, and I'm going to cut off about 18 inches. So I'll just count these blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So then I'll just cut on my mark. And if you're not comfortable cutting this the way that I am doing here, you can also place a ruler to get a more exact cut. And my cuts by no means will be perfect. All right, so once you have your piece, my piece is 18 inches wide. So the first thing that I'm going to do in the process is I'm going to take this piece and bring it up and match it to the top. This is how we try to get our bag even. But like I said, it's not going to be perfect, y'all. And if you're one of those crafters who needs exact measurements and you need for the lines to be perfectly straight, doing something like this is not going to be something you'll want to do because it's not ever going to be perfectly straight. So I'm going to go ahead and open it now that I have done that, and I'm going to turn it inside out on my crease, because now I need to use my inside grid marks. So I know that each one of these represents an inch. So what I want to do is I want to fold up 2 inches because I need for my base to be 4 inches. So I'm going to take this, and where the 2-inch mark is, I am just going to fold. And by the 2-inch mark, I simply mean the 2-inch grid mark. Remember, each grid mark represents an inch. So I'm going to fold this way and this way. So now when I open this, and I open it like this, I have 2 inches on this side of that center fold, and I have 2 inches on this side. So that gives me my 4-inch base here. So now that we have that, we can turn it to the side, and we're going to go over 4 inches. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And we do the same thing. And then we do the same thing on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we fold over. And y'all, I do have my camera zoomed out just a little bit so that I can get this large piece into frame. So now we have our 4-inch side pieces here. We have the 4-inch base. And now we need to decide how far down we want on the top. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to fold approximately 2 inches down from the top. So I'll go 1, 2, and I'll fold on this mark. And then we'll do the same thing over here. We fold on the second grid mark, which gives us 2. All right, so now we've made all of our scores. We're going to go ahead here at the top where we fold it over at 2, and let's angle on both sides of the score. And then I'm going to use my tape and place my tape on these pieces, and I'll fold that in like that, and then I'll do the same thing here. Add my tape, and we'll fold this over. And we'll do the same thing here. So hopefully I'm not out of frame much on this. As we make this smaller and smaller, it'll be easier for me to show you what I'm doing. So we're going to move to this end, and we're going to angle on both sides of the score mark. Then I'm going to take my tape and add some tape on this piece. And we fold this piece over only. We're not folding over these end pieces right now. So we have that folded. Now we're going to turn this to the middle, and we will have 2 outside score marks, and that's where we want to cut. So let's go ahead and cut. And then I'll fold in. And I'm going to angle just a little bit. Same thing here on this side. We will cut on that score mark. Cut on this score mark. Reduce. And then I'll angle here and here. So y'all, this is pretty much the body of our bag. Now I'm going to go ahead and just lay down my reinforcement pieces while I have the bag flat like this. So I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to measure, and I'm going to cut this piece at 10.5 by 9 3/4. So I'm going to cut 2 pieces of my cardstock at 10.5 by 9 3/4. And then I'll go ahead and cut out the base at 9 3/4. Now you can double up on the base if you want. You can add chipboard to the base if you need a more sturdy base on this, but I am just going to go with 1 piece for right now. So now I'm just going to go ahead and add some tape to the back. And y'all, I'm adding my tape with my tape runner. Alright, so I have the tape on the back, and we're just going to go ahead and take this and place it on the inside like this. I'm just making sure that I place it inside of my score marks. And now we'll take this piece and we'll place it down right here inside the score marks. And again, this is the base, so you can double up, you can triple up, however you want to do it to keep it nice and firm, depending on what you're putting inside. And then we'll take our last piece and we're going to put it right there. So y'all, now we have a nice reinforced bag that is going to be beautiful when we're finished. So all we have to do now is put this bag together, and when we put it together, we simply take this piece and match it here at the bottom to that inside piece, and then we'll take this piece, bring it up, and fold it over. So sometimes working with the wrapping paper and tape can be a little bit tricky, but that is what I'm going to try to use on this. So I'm just going to take this piece, and here at the bottom I'll join it like that. Then we'll do the same thing over here. I'll add some tape. We'll take this piece and we'll match it with the bottom like that. And now we'll be able to take this piece and fold it over on the inside, and we'll have our bag. So for this part, I'm going to use a combination of glue and tape. So I'm going to use tape right here. And then on the edges, I'm going to use glue because I want to make sure that it's going to stay nice and stuck. And we'll have a nice sturdy bag. And so once I have it, I'm just going to fold this up. And we're going to take the top part and go ahead and fold it over first. And that way, everything else will fall into place. So now I can go on the inside and we can get this nice and stuck. Like that. And we'll do the same thing over here. So I'll just use tape and glue. So here at the top, I'm going to have my tape. And then I'll put a little tape here and some here. And then I'm going to use some glue on the edges because I want to make sure those edges stay stuck. Ordinarily, I would do the whole thing in glue, but because I am using wrapping paper, sometimes the wrapping paper can be just a little bit tricky. So that's why I'm using tape. So then I'm going to take that, put it down, go on the inside, get that nice and stuck. And now we can take our bag and pinch it as far as you want that pinch to go. And y'all, now we have a very beautiful bag. We're going to go ahead and add our toppers. Then we can put our handles on, and we are almost done. So to make the toppers, I'm cutting 2 pieces that measure 9 7/8 by 4. And then I'm going to score at 2 on the 4-inch side. And now I can fold and burnish. I'm going to add some tape. And we take our piece and we put it on the top. And I'll do the same thing here. And we will take this piece, put it on like that. So there is our bag. I have some scrap pieces, and I am going to use those scrap pieces to make my handle. So I am going to cut 2 strips that are 2 inches wide. These will be about 10.5 inches long. And then on the 2-inch side, we score at 1. These will be shorter handles because I'm using my scrap, but you can make your handles as long as you want. You can even make your handles using wrapping paper. I'm going to take my glue, place some glue on the inside. Normally I do this before I even make the bag, and I simply forgot. So we're going to get that nice and stuck. Get that little curl going. And now we can bring in the bag. And I am just going to take my handles and we're going to put them on like this. So I am going to use my hot glue to put my handles on. You can use your wet glue if you want, your white wet glue, or you can use your hot glue. But you do need to use some type of a glue to place the handles because you definitely don't want them coming undone. Then I'm going to take a couple of pieces of scrap just to place it on the inside because I want to hide some of the ugliness of the glue that might be showing. And we're going to place some glue on these strips. And now I can take this and we're just going to place it down on the inside. And basically we are creating a sandwich of the handle because if you can see that, I've placed it right there. So now you can't see the glue the way that you can here because I've covered it on this side here with my strip. And I'm going to take this piece and put it in just like I did the other one. And we just cover the inside of that handle. So now everything is going to look nice and pretty. And so y'all, there's our second bag. You can decorate your bag however you like. I chose to decorate mine in Christmas colors, but you can go with whatever you want. I'm not going to decorate this one just yet, but you can see how I did decorate this one. If you're looking for some decorating ideas, just add a little decorative strip if you want, and then a Christmas sentiment, and you're good to go. So I hope that you have enjoyed this fantastic process video on how you can take wrapping paper and turn that wrapping paper into a gift bag and then reinforce the gift bag. If you have enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, I'd love to have you join this amazing online crafting family. You guys, as always, please be safe, be kind, be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.